Unwritten principles that may inspire you to run. Female version number 8. If you are opening your leg for any man that has not paid your bride price, my dear, run, run. You see, let me tell you one truth. Anytime any man sleeps with you that has not paid your bride price, the respect that man has for you drops to a level. It's natural. Now, the funny thing is, due to modern life, some ladies are now very cheap. Now, when I say cheap, I don't mean maybe giving your number to somebody first time they talk to you or something makes you cheap. No, that's not cheap. We're living in an age where with the internet you can make a friend today that has never seen you and you guys may never see each other, but you talk to each other maybe on phone messages or stuff, social media and all that. You could go to a dating site and you meet somebody that can transform your life for good. So if a guy talks to you and you give him your number or you give him access to you through any means, that doesn't mean that you're cheap. What makes a woman cheap in this modern age or in these modern times is when a woman what opens her leg is porridge yam. What do I mean porridge? A lot of ladies are excited over vanity. Yes, because naturally women like to show off you know, to show their friends that they're big girls, they're wearing big clothes, they're wearing designers and all that. So it makes a lot of women open the leg for people that are not worth them. That is, people whom should be your servants. You're opening your leg for them. They will not like you. It's just like when you're a girl and you have a sugar daddy. Sugar daddy is, you guys are enjoying yourself. He's telling you, child, you fine, you are the best of the best, blah, 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 blah. But in his mind, he's praying that may my daughter never become like you. May my sister never become like you. So you think he loves you. He doesn't love you. It's just the fun that he's catching with you that is tumbling his brain. Because he has already lost his integrity. So at that point, now never you. The worst of all is having casual sex. We call it casual. Do you know how many destinies have been destroyed via casual sex? Do you know how many times that you may have done something? Okay, now let me tell us a story. It's just because there are certain things you do that may come back to haunt you later in life. And the truth is, though we tend to say, the past doesn't matter, when you born again, you knew, yeah, so yeah, past is washed out. Have you seen a pastor whose son married a prostitute, a retired prostitute, retired Akati Kuru Ashawo? Have you seen it anywhere? Where a pastor's son or a so-called very religious person that say the past is gone. Have you seen any of his children associating with ex-armed robbers or people of deplorable character? No, you cannot. Your past is very important. I'll tell you one story. This happened way back in school, I think in my 4th year thereabout. I had this friend. She used to come to my room. You know, sometimes we commit torture, but nothing serious. We're not dating, nothing, just nothing. I just made a move and access was granted. So somehow, that happened a couple of times. Like that stolen thing. After a while, I think she came to see her friend or thereabout. She was staying with her friend for a while. She came visiting. It wasn't too long. She didn't stay more than 1 month. So she left. So about 6 months or 8 months later, I now met this girl. Oh God, Izini. I was head over heels infatuated with Izini. Now, I was taking my time. See this one, we just take it slow. In the process, I'd known Izini for like 1 month. Then one day Izini came to me and said, Stan, my cousin said you're a bad boy. I'm like, my cousin? Which cousin? That I don't know. Because she hadn't been to my house. She now told me where I live, the hostel I was living. She said you live in Anita hostel, ground floor. I think my room was 103. She said yes, you live in room 103. The moment she called that girl's name, bam! I know so I don't burn my girl. And that was the last time I called her. Sorry, that was the last time we stayed together. That was the last time. I didn't call her again after then. And she never called me. What happened? It's my past. So your past matters. I've been in a setting of guys. There was this guy who wanted to get married. So he had a group of friends, a lot of them, over 10 of them. They were all friends. So when he said he wanted to settle, they were like, which girl? He said, let me choose, I want to choose the one that will marry. So they brought a long list because the guy was a player. He had money now, young small boy, when almost like Momisru, was working in Shell, as a young guy from a wealthy family, very wealthy. So he wasn't paying anybody's school fees and all that. And he was well paid. He was a senior staff in Shell then as a small boy. Not now that Shell is now contract staff. I'm talking of the 90s and yeah, this was in the 90s. So they now brought out a list, full scam. They now wrote the names of all the girls they could remember this guy had things with. And this list they had over 40 something girls. So they started by, okay, this one, she's like this, she's like this. Do you know what was condemning some of the girls? She no enter kitchen any day she come here. The moment they get to some, as they just mark her name, one will say, sleep with that one. The other one will say, sleep with her. That's how they cancel. Finally, who this guy went to marry is a girl he saw like 3 years ago. He didn't even know her house. But he knows where she lives, the neighborhood, the vicinity, the environment. So he had to go there. Someone told her they have moved out. When he described the girl, her name and all that, said he's looking for her. Said she has moved out. Family moved out to somewhere else. That was it's not now that you have GSM. They were able to trace until they got to her. That was the one he married. So the point I'm trying to make is that the leg you open today can ruin you tomorrow. Look at me, a man that pressed the girl. Nothing more, nothing really serious, but we just had some kind of Tolu moment. And he came back to haunt me. So, never you open your leg for a man. If you have bills to pay, go and get a job. Learn a skill. Empower yourself. Pay your bills. Because when you pay your bills, your integrity climbs to the next level. And men have a certain level of respect. And at that level, there are certain men that will not have access to you. Why? Because you're not at their level. And they know. Because the truth is, men actually size a woman before they get close. So, my dear, run. Just run. You see that leg? Carry padlock. Lock the leg. Use chain. The worst of all is like you're a side chick to a married man. Okay. You will marry, Abi? Don't worry. When you marry, you understand the importance of side chick. Or maybe you think when you marry, you go and confess your sin and the past is washed away. Oh, yes. Don't worry. You will marry. Then you will understand when your husband has a side chick. Or he can go get the one that knows how to convert his head, use programming language and reprogram his head. That type you no go see am for house again. He will not even give you money. Because we've heard stories of men whose wives will go to the company they work and say, my husband no dey give me money again. Maybe just be praying. That's where that your prayer will work. That you should not fall into that type of thing. So please close your leg. That's the most important thing. That's your integrity. That's your future. That's your greatness. That's your well-being. And one truth about life is that each time you open your leg, it makes it more difficult for you to build a successful future. What do I mean? Now, we're going to illustrate it with this tip that I have here. Now, you see the tape. If I put this tape on my hand, if I sellotape it to my hand, I see. You see, it's very nice. It can gum very well. I removed it. I put it again. I remove it. I put it again. I remove it. I put it again somewhere else. I remove. By the time I put this tape the 20th time, the grip will not be too strong again. Why? It has gone through several gumming and removing, so it has lost friction. The only way this tape can gum again is to go back to the factory or to use another gum or whatever to rub on this surface and regum it. Now, how many people are ready to go back to the factory and unlearn the BS that they have learned and learn new things? It's in this modern era that a lot of people say, who read in head, who learn in head, who unlearn. So each time you open your leg, it's like this tape. And after you open and close, the tape cannot hold again because it has gone through a lot. So close that leg. Close the leg. Close it. Don't open it. Don't come and tell me all men are the same. Yes, all men are the same, but are you different? If you're different, close your leg. Just close your leg. And you will have peace. Get a job. Build your life. And become the best that you can. Yeah, I believe in you. If you believe in yourself.